Hey y'all, this is your girl Tysheen and I'm back with another one. How you doing? You okay? How's everything? You sure? You good? No? If you're not having a good day, everything will be okay, okay? Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. So I see the video. I didn't watch the video, of course. I didn't watch it, but I see the title and I'm like so curious. Because this is what YouTube, you know how YouTube always recommend you videos. So basically YouTube recommended this video and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check it out, but I wanted to react to it okay, in front of y'all. And this one is children in Yemen are so hungry they're eating their own hands. And I'm like, wait, what? Eating their own hands? What is going on? I never heard anything like this before. So when I see the title, I'm like, what? To be honest, I didn't even know what Yemen is, to be honest. I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh God, here go this American girl. She don't even know nothing. Okay, but it doesn't matter, okay? I'm learning, okay? You learn every day, okay? I'm quite sure some of y'all don't know everything, all right? So don't be going judging people. Don't be judging me, all right? So anyway, let's get straight to it. A warning. So this is a warning, y'all. Don't have to watch this video. All right. Now I'm scared.
لا نسمع من الأمم المتحدة ومن المجتمع الدولي سوى الإدانات والتصريحات الإعلامية والشعور بالقلق. ووجدك عائلا فأبنا.
Yemenis in the capital of Sana'a are demonstrating against international forces.
الله أكبر. الموت لأمريكا، الموت لإسرائيل، اللعنة على اليهود، النصر للإسلام.
إلى باب مكتب الأمم الإنسانية، مكتب الأمم المتحدة لنعريها.
So these guys are just walking from Friday prayers towards the UN building where they are protesting the blockade that's been in place here in Yemen for the last few years. They're asking for the UN's help in terms of lifting that blockade because they're saying that this is preventing the fuel and the aid that is necessary for Yemeni people to survive from coming into the country. For 6 years, Yemen has been stuck in a bloody civil war between the Saudi-supported government forces and the Iran-backed Houthis. 200,000 people have been killed, but millions more have been pushed to the brink of starvation. Both sides have escalated the hunger crisis. While the Houthis have limited civilians' access to food aid, Saudi-led coalition forces have bombed farms, water supplies, and fishing boats. The Saudis also imposed a strict blockade on the country's air and seaports, which is having deadly impacts. Although some of these restrictions have been loosened, fuel is still tightly controlled. What is it you've come here for today?
People is dying in Yemen. People is starving. Hospital is closed. What they are doing?
People are starving and the hospitals are closed.
In Yemen, they should help us. Otherwise, what are they doing in Yemen?
Who do you ultimately blame for the blockade?
We blamed America because if America tells Saudi Arabia let the oil ship come to Yemen, they will go directly, because America controls the whole world. We blamed Biden. He said, if I become the president, I will let oil ship. I will stop the war.
I don't like to be put in like as a whole. I hate that because as an American, I wouldn't want that to happen. Just the thought of knowing that somebody is hungry and they need medical attention. I can't see myself just watching someone die because they need clothes and food. I can't do much, okay? I'm only one person. I can't even do much.
Do you have children?
Yes, 5 children. He want to go to fight. Where is he? This is my son. He wants
You want to fight? How old are you?
13 years old.
You're 13 years old and you want to fight?
ليش يتحارب؟
And that's why you want to fight?
If they stay like this 2 weeks or 3 weeks more than that, what are we do? We will go to fight.
Wait, but he's so young. The fact that the father was so happy about it. Ooh, that is scary.
The lack of fuel entering Yemen impacts everything. Clean water and electricity are harder to come by. Health facilities run on limited power and food prices are driven up. All at a time when 16 million Yemenis face acute food insecurity and there's a shortfall in international aid donations. This year, around 400,000 children risk death from starvation. Dr. Alam Obadi Al-Jami has worked in this malnutrition ward for the last 18 months. Right now, she's seeing more cases than ever. Why is that people are not getting the right nutrients?
Sometimes the cause is the patient don't have the good money to get the good health food for their children.
Do you think that the war has impacted the ability for people to feed their kids right?
I think the war is the main cause of this problem.
It must be so frustrating for you.
Some children back stay here with me for three weeks and they die. It's very sad, I think.
I get emotional. This is why I don't like to react to these type of videos, because I know how I am. I get so emotional. All right, let's continue. Oh my gosh.
You were crying just before we came
Yes,
in?
always. Always in my duty, I cry for the people.
If the war stopped tomorrow, would this ward be emptier?
It's be better than now. I hope all the war stop because we get tired.
The war shows no sign of ending and patients keep coming. Fatima was married when she was 15. When she noticed her daughter Intisar losing weight and convulsing, she brought her here. She's crying without sound. You must be very worried.
وش السبب؟
Wait, what did she just say? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just...
وش السبب؟ ثاني يوم.
I can't imagine how difficult it is as a mother losing one of your children and then, your other child being in this situation. 2 days after we met Fatima, her daughter Intisar had a cardiac arrest and died. We wanted to understand why fuel was not getting into the country at a time when it's most needed. From looking at commercially available maritime data on vessel locations, we can see how fuel tankers make their way to Hodeidah port, the main seaport in the country's north. We looked at a 20-month period from January 2020 through till the end of July 2021. We asked the Centre for Advanced Defence Studies, a non-profit that studies crime and conflict, to analyse that vessel traffic in the Gulf of Aden. What they found was that during this time period, 69 fuel tankers set off for Hodeidah. But they were stopped at the coalition holding area where they had to wait for approval from the Saudi-led coalition before they could continue. 58 of those vessels were anchored here for more than 72 hours. Sometimes they were held for weeks or even months. Once approved, most tankers then travelled on to Hodeidah. But over a third of them were then held at the Hodeidah port for over 72 hours, this time by the Houthi authorities. It's clear from this data that the coalition and...
I don't understand, as people, as human beings, why we have to be like this? Why we have to be like this? Why we have to live like this? Like, why we have to treat each other like this? I just don't understand. Why people could be so evil and so conniving. Like, why? Like, why we can't live in peace? Why? Is it hard? Is it that hard to live in peace?
To a lesser extent, the Houthis are both responsible for delaying much-needed fuel from entering the country,
That's mean.
contributing to a man-made disaster. In the north, pockets of people are now living in famine-like conditions. Mariam lives with her family in a camp for displaced people, 20 miles from the nearest hospital. It's a long and expensive drive that she simply can't afford. So she brings her son, Mishal, to this makeshift clinic, set up to treat acute cases of malnutrition. He's 4 years old. So they're giving you nutrition for him?
قالوا لي سلمي له ما عنده ديله تاتو بطاق الاسبوع يقولوا 15 ودحين تركه مدري يهبوا له مدري لا يا صعب علينا بعض الحين بنحصلوا له حتى 10 ريال والله معانا قال له حقه من نشتري.
And what's the problem with his hands? What happened?
ياكلها بس نالو لما يسيل دم.
Oh my gosh, it's red raw. Why is he eating his fingers?
ياكلها بنفسه كذا يمسكها وياكلها لما يسيل دم. بعض الحين مراها لقدي يسيل دم من هنا من سنانه حتى ينكع مضلعه. الحين ما أحس الحين معه ولا قال ما هسوي. الحين ما راهن جاع أهم ما بهن. أنا أفكر بهن.
A few days ago, we heard that Mishal died.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could send them some food. I wish I could just send them some food. I wish I could just put in a box and just, but I'm quite sure it probably wouldn't even get to them. Oh man, this is sad. I feel so helpless. You know, as an American, I'm just sitting here watching this. I feel so helpless.
Just moments before his mother was able to reach the clinic.
Poor kids. This is sad. Oh my God. I don't think I could watch another one. I don't think I could do anymore. This is sad to watch. Anyway, if there's any other videos you want me to react to, comment below. Let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you later. Peace.